Daytona 24 for many motorsport fans is the start of the racing season. Traditionally taking place at the end of January, there aren't many series or events that get the opportunity to be before. I can think of Rally Monte Carlo and the Dakar Rally. That's it really. But where did the origins of one of the biggest endurance races of the year come from? Sports car racing started at Daytona only after the permanent facility had finished construction in 1959. There were endurance races of sorts held on the oval, although they weren't the 24-hour events that we're accustomed to nowadays, tending to be either 1,000 kilometers, 3 hours or 6 hours. The first recognised race in the Daytona 24's legacy was that of the 1962 Daytona Continental, a 3-hour sports car race won by American Dan Gurney, although he did it without his Lotus actually working. He established a lengthy lead before his car broke down just before the line. He simply waited for the 3 hours to elapse, then rolled the Lotus down the banking across the start-finish line and won. Yeah, regulations were a bit looser back then, but this actually led to the rule needing the car to be powered at the end to be classified. A couple of years later, the distance would be extended to 2,000 kilometers before finally being allocated the 24-hour time limit in 1966, being won by a Ford GT40 Mark II in the hands of Ken Miles and Lloyd Ruby. Although the Ferrari P3 would get its own back the year after by staging a 1-2-3 photo finish at the flag, the Ferrari 365 road car being nicknamed the Daytona as a result of this famous victory. It is one of what I like to call the holy trinity of endurance races, the other two being the Nürburgring 24 hours and of course Le Mans, adding a massive interest to any manufacturers that try and tackle the task, with Porsche being clear at the top of the table in terms of wins with 19, and also being the defending winners in 2025, winning 7 on the bounce between 1977 and 1983, extending that to 23 wins if you go by engine. Who do you think will come away with the spoils this season?